Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on LumberCapitalLY. Today I want to show you how to operate the control station to run the LT70. So without further ado, let's get into it. One of our commenters actually asked to have me cover this as a tutorial, so that's what I'm gonna do. And if you have any ideas of things that you'd like me to cover, make sure to leave it in the comments below so that I can maybe turn it into a video for you. Anyhow, getting to the control station, today I want to go over what the joysticks both do, what some of the buttons do, and how to work the computer a little bit, because this is very different than the models below it, like the 40 and anything down really. So this was a big upgrade for us, and I love using the joysticks. They're really nice. So I'm gonna walk through it here with you. We just need some coffee. And I have it turned right now so that you can see it a little bit better. I might set up the tripod here because Jade actually has to go out and swamp still. So I'll be trying to explain it to you the best that I can while I'm actually milling a log. I think that would be the best way to do it. So let's just see how this works. It's gonna be a little noisy. Sorry for that ahead of time. Just give us a second and we'll get this set up. Okay. All right, first step is going to be to turn it on, obviously. And now we're going to roll a log on. So how we do that is we do have a live deck. So it's actually operated by the control station, which is really cool. Obviously that's an option. Not everyone who has an LT70 is going to have the live deck, but we invested in one and I highly recommend it. It's part of what makes this process so much faster. So we're going to start out by doing that. And on this joystick, which is my right, I did want to quickly mention that just because my different buttons do these different things doesn't necessarily mean that yours will. There are ways to switch them up depending on which side you're on, because it'd be flipped. So you do have the option to change up how some of this is. This is the way that works best for me, so I'll just tell you what my buttons do. It's going to be similar. So on the right side, this button that's underneath here is what changes it from bed mode to head mode. And you see that little thing changing there if you can. I don't know if you do on the computer, but in order to move any logs forward, you use bed mode for that. So we switch on to bed mode. And then with this finger, that's what makes the chain run forward there. And so then with this hand, that's what sends the arm down. You have to make sure that your dogs are up, obviously, before you roll on a log. Don't make that mistake. Ooh-wee. Not a fun one. And you have to put your arm back up. That's just going the other way. I run the chain forward again, get me started for the next one. And I did put the roller up. You do that by, if you're on bed mode, one way, pressing this one down at the same time, moving it either way brings both rollers up, and then the down button brings both the rollers down at the same time. So you could put one up or the other up, but you put them down at the same time. It's kind of just it's a safety thing, so you don't leave one roller up. It's just easy. There's no reason to have there be a down and a down like the other one was. So we're gonna make sure we're squeezed in tight. We're gonna change back over to bed mode or head mode, and then get our first cut set up here. And this left one brings the head forward and back in the way that would make sense to you. Press forward, head goes forward, pull back, head comes back towards you. Makes sense, right? And then the other arm is going to be what brings the head up or down. So you see it there, up and down. So very easy. That just takes muscle memory. Everything's just muscle memory at this point. So to start the blade, it's gonna get a little loud. That's this one. When it's on head mode, it does all the buttons do completely different things. So that's the cool thing. They have multiple uses for everything, just depending on whether you're on bed mode or head mode. Your buttons are gonna do completely different things. So coming forward, this is your debarker in head mode. I'm going to swing my debarker out, and then this button makes your head bounce up, which I'm not there yet, jumping ahead of myself. Alright, we're going to turn it. This is a fairly big 8-foot log, so it's a shorty, but it's fat. And now we're going to set our width by, I think let's do 12. I already have it set. Yours is going to look different than mine. And then we're just going to press the button under. So the button under the left joystick is going to be what bounces your head down when you have anything set up on your computer. So whether it's pattern cut or auto down or auto up, it's all gonna, that button under the left joystick is gonna be what does that. We're gonna just come down again. Now, if you want to take your hands off the joystick, because right now this is what's moving it forward, press this button here, and you can let go. Isn't that cool? Okay, we're going to turn it. So I quickly, just in a matter of a half a second, turned it back onto head mode, or bed mode. Keep on getting those ones mixed up. And I'm here to turn my log. I'll go over with you what those do in a second. Or I'll go over with you how to turn the log here in a second. Okay, that was a very shallow cut. We're going to go back through it, set it for auto down. It's going to go down 1 inch when I press the button under my left joystick. There it goes, automatically right to my next cut there. I come in to it at a good speed. Whatever speed I'm at when I press the button is what speed it stays at. Okay, now to go up, it'll just go up just the perfect amount, so you don't even have to think about how much to move your head up in order for it to pull back, because you will have no idea how tricky that was to get that on the other mill, just manually. It's not easy because it was the farthest away from you, not on the close side, because I'm facing the other way on it, and it was really hard to tell from way at the other end. And then lots of things could happen. So I'm going to go back to my width. You have to kind of keep track of, you know, what side is what side's your width and what side you're just cutting down on. Find my spot. Go into the cut, the barker, Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. Okay, now, you know what? No, I'm gonna make one more cut. I don't know why I like that. Time to pour some coffee. How else will I get time? Okay, now to turn it back to bed mode, go out with the left, you know, it makes sense. This controls the arm on the left side, right? And then the other one controls the stuff on the right. And that's really smooth how they make that work. Now we're going to cut some 1-inch, no. What are we cutting here? I do not know. Really need just 1x10s. Okay, so let's do that. A little bit of a change of plan with what we're cutting. Which a change of plans halfway through may or may not result in a thin waist cut. Sometimes it's unavoidable. This is going to be that thin waist cut that I was talking about. And it's not big enough to even pull it back. So Jade went ahead and saw it and pulled it back for me. That's perfect. So that's at 14. Now I'm just gonna cut it down with to 1-inch pieces and then cut it into some 1x4s and 1x10s. Now you can deactivate the blade by using this button. You see the blade, the debarker, water. I hope that this gives you a better grasp on how to operate the controls. If it did, make sure to give this video a like. But before I leave you, I did want to quickly mention that October is almost here. It's crazy how fast time went. And that means that the Paul Bunyan Show is right around the corner. If you're already planning on going or considering, just so you know, we will be at Woodmizer at their booth if you want to come over and say hi. If not, that's fine, but just so you know, we will be there. And we also are working with a pottery company locally here, and we're going to have a few autographed mugs. So if that is up your alley, they will be very exclusive. So we're only going to have a few. They're probably going to go quick. Make sure to get over and get one before they're gone. Other than that, we'll see you back here next time. Bye.